Greetings and welcome to SmartWatchTix.com. We are in the middle of a review cycle for Kospet's latest smartwatches. You just probably finished watching a review of the T3 Ultra, beautiful, round, exquisite Kospet smartwatch. Today we're going to dive into a big brother of this one, the Kospet M3 Ultra. And just like the T3 Ultra, you can pick this one up directly from the Kospet official store. We've got a special link here at Smartwatch Tix that you can use to get it. bit.ly/Kospet M3 Ultra. Surprise! It's in a very special early bird offer right now, price-wise. And you can jump over there, pick that up. If you're watching this a little beyond it, make sure you check the show notes for a special coupon, a code that goes along with our link that you can get it at the best price available. Both of these products and a couple of more were released by Kospet initially at the Consumer Electronics Show at the beginning of January 2024. These are the models, and this is some shots directly from their booth. Very impressive, Kospet, showing up at a major show like that so that we can get to know who you are and what you do. Inside this box now, where the M3 Ultra lies, is quite an innovation. As you can see from, if I can get the box open, the cover on the box, the device itself meets all kinds of quality standards, has Gorilla Glass on it. It's certified to military grade of MIL-STD-810H, which is like 15 different hardness, ruggedness, waterproofing, you name it, shake, vibration, everything, testing that these things go through. The module itself now appears in a nice little presentation box like this, and when you pop it up and out of its little case, oh, it's in here good. You can take off the little sleeve, which is covered in, and reveal the module itself. Now let's break it down for you. We've got 4 buttons, nice orange ones on this particular model. Back and select, it says. Over here you've got up and down. Written very, very subtly on the big bezel on this one. It's a Bluetooth calling music streaming watch, so you've got ports for speakers, microphones, all kinds of things. Your diodes, your charging port here. And as we dive deeper into the box itself, we find some unique straps. I'm going to tell you a little bit more detail about the straps today on this particular review. They're the same as the T3 Ultra straps, and they are 22 millimeter in size, and they're very specially prepared. They're very stretchy material, so you can hug it just right on your arm. It comes with a charging dock with a USB connector, and the device just simply sits in the docks. Match the pins up. It'll hunker in there, and it's strong enough magnetic coupling to actually hold the module itself. In addition, they're tossing a few other goodies in the box. We've got stuff for doing a screen protector. You got a nice glass screen protector in here, wipes, some stickers and stuff that you can use to make sure you don't get any bubbles in it if you want to put that screen protector over the Gorilla Glass. And finally, we've got the manual in here. And it's the Tank M3 Ultra. You notice it just says M3 here, but it's a Tank M3 Ultra, because we also have a basic Tank M3. We will be looking at that in a future video as well. You subscribed yet? I hope so. Here we go. QR code for this manual if you want to download it in PDF, and you can read it at your leisure. It's got some pictorial layout of how it looks when you unbox it, how you set it up to charge it, the buttonology on here, and the diodes and stuff in the back. The QR code to download the Kospet Fit Tethering app. They've got their own tethering app for this one, which is impressive. And then some information about setting up that app, registering it, pairing it. There's 2 different pairings, you know. There's the pairing for the app, and then subtly in here is the pairing for the phone, so that you can use it as a remote Bluetooth calling device. You've got the different buttons, a select button, a back button, And again, the up and down buttons on this one. Very, very similar to the T3 Ultra. How you switch back and forth, left and right to change things. The different automatic sport recognition capability in this. How you actually go about setting up Bluetooth calling. The over-the-air update process, which you want to check when you get your device. Make sure it's running the latest firmware. Some warranty and safety information, security, and important notes. And that's the manual. Now we're going to put this thing together with its bands and dive into it. Now to give you a little more background information on this one, I've got this sheet, shows you comparison between the Tank M3, M3 Ultra, T3, T3 Ultra. We've looked at this one. Now today we're examining the M3 Ultra. This is some background spec information. 1.96-inch AMOLED, 410 by 502 high resolution AMOLED screen. Corning Gorilla Glass 3 cover on that one with a 480 milliamp hour battery in it. You got stainless steel bezel and an aluminum alloy partition with zinc alloy middle frame and stainless steel case. Woo! Liquid silicone, and this is what they're talking about. Mold cost is nearly 10 times that of ordinary silicone. Don't quite understand that, but it does make for a really nice band. You got some other information about heart rate and blood oxygen, and 170 plus sporting modes on this one. Dynamic watch faces that support the download of screensaver watch faces. We took a good long look at that in the T3 Ultra. Recommend you check it as well. We'll show you some different faces. Of course, it's different shaped watch here in today's review. For those of you into all of the different activities, it also supports swimming efficiency, the S-Wolf detection. You've got the dual frequency GPS system in this one as well, which is what sets the Ultra apart from the regular in terms of being able to do that type of tracking. Okay, here's the device itself. Now we press the upper right hand button, the select button, give it a moment or two, and it should vibrate. There it goes, gives us the little logo, and drops us into the first watch face. When we slide down, you get a variety of different controls here. There's brightness, Bluetooth calling, turn on and turn off, do not disturb, we don't need that on right now. Twist your wrist to see the time, a flashlight, settings, and so forth. And when you tap this button, these are the ones we have installed. The ones with the little red minus, you could take them away, and if you wanted to, you could replace them with these other commands. So you have flexibility to switch in and out several of the different items here. When you slide up, you get into this panel that shows you all kinds of stuff. We're going to look in more detail on that one in a little bit. To the left, notifications sent from your phone, and to the right, this is your app drawer with all of the different apps in here. And again, these buttons on the side here let you go down or up to scroll through them. Kind of like if you had a knob on the right-hand side, you could do it with that. This button takes you back. Tap it again. Gets you back into the apps the same way as scrolling over. The bottom button now is something that you can assign through the settings. And I have it set for the compass. You twirl the watch around a little bit, few times in that figure 8 pattern to calibrate it, and it pops into the compass. And you see, it's exactly the same compass as we have on the T3 Ultra. And you can, again, assign this button anything that you'd like. That's a quick overview of how the movement and navigation works on it. If you cover the screen and you have it set up for that, you can turn it off. And it'll either go completely black or into an always-on screen. I can touch it to turn it back on. Again, I can activate that command, cover it. Or I can twist it to light it up. Lots of different options on this one, and they're all available right here in the settings. We're going to run quickly through settings. If you want to dive deeply into these, please check out the T3 Ultra review. This is changing the watch face. Come in here. It's the same as if you press and hold on a watch face, and you can scroll through the different stock faces that are in here, or you can modify one like this one, put your own picture and stuff on there, or you can download faces from their store, which is in the app. And this is a fun little one. Hello, India. Those of you who like these kind of watch faces, we got some of them in there as well. I'm going to bring us back. Here's a little bubble one, animation. This you have not seen on the T3 Ultra, so there's another difference between them. Some of the animated watch faces like this. Okay, let's dive into the apps. I can press on the side button, get in here. Calling is, of course, setting this thing up for making Bluetooth calls. You can load it up with contacts, call logs, get the keypad or an SOS agent that you've put in here, and you can initiate an immediate SOS call if necessary. You got your daily activity here, the step counts, distance traveled, and calories burned. It explains all of that to you. You also have the workouts that you do, outdoor run and walk and indoor and so forth. The outdoor things like these can tie to the GPS module, and you can get your tracking information. All that would appear here in workout records. You've got heart rate, sleep, last night's sleep time, and blood oxygen readings and stress. All four of these now, your biometrics, are available to you. You've got continuous monitoring of your stress and your heart rate. I believe you got your current heart rate and your sleeping heart rate, and your blood oxygen is continuous. Gives you the range that you're in, and it'll do an instant reading using the green diode technology. Oh, notice this one's got a digital always-on display for you. Okay, so then you've got beyond here a music player integrated that you can tie in with your phone, play music through the watch. Nice, loud, clear. Your voice assistant for Siri or Google. Weather in your area, when you tap this one, shows you at the top your location. You can have it in Fahrenheit or centigrade, and it shows you some really nice information. There's an hourly forecast on this one. Come up here and you've got your UV information, air quality, and forecast information as well. That's all in your weather. You got the built-in compass that we just showed you. You also have a barometer and an altimeter. And again, these should work for moving you through these, or you can slide. Shows you your altitude according to literally what it's deriving from the watch itself, not trying to match it with a map that says it's a certain height. So you really could use this in hiking and stuff like that. You got breathing exercises and so forth. You've got a stopwatch that will run in the background, mind you. We're starting it up now. We'll check it in a minute. And alarm clocks, you can set down countdown timers, a nice big digit calculator on here. That gives you good information, multi-digit. Remote shutter capability, the flashlight, and find your phone. Ladies, your women's health is in here. When you set this up in the app, it will show you where you are in your cycle, and that's good information. You can also skip ahead calendar-wise to see when things are coming, so you can do some advanced planning. That's pretty new. We haven't seen that level of capability directly on a watch. You normally have to go to the app for that type of information. Okay, back over here, we've got basic settings. We looked through some of these. Changing the watt face was what we were on. You can select different languages. The always-on display now, this is where you can have the second display, the always-on display, follow the theme of the original face if it's supported like that. You also can set custom, and you can go into the face gallery and choose any of these faces that are available that would be the face it goes to when it goes into the always-on mode. Back, let's see, there we go. But I'm going to leave the follow the current one. You can set it for all day or set a schedule for when you want it to turn on in the morning and off at night if you don't want it disturbing you. Again, we're going into a lot of detail on all of these in the T3 Ultra, so I'll just skip through them. You can set sound and vibration. Themes is how your apps appear. I usually use the list, so it's easier for us to see. Of course, you can set up a password for it, do date and time directly, or have it pick that up from your phone. The sports recognition is where you turn this on, and it'll automatically tell if you're walking, running, rowing, those kind of things. The bottom key setting I mentioned, I've got it set for the compass right now, but look at all the different things available. Whatever suits your fancy, you could pick that, like the voice assistant. A lot of people might take that one. A calculator if you need it, the stopwatch, and so forth. So you have control over that particular button down there. And then the QR code for downloading the app, which we already have a link for you in the show notes. The system menu, just restart, power off, and reset. And then about the device too, tells you that it's the Tank M3 Ultra. That's it in the overall settings. And then the QR code repeats itself right here. If you want to scan it, you can. Otherwise, again, download it from the Google Play Store directly or using the link we've got in the show notes. We're firing up Kospet Fit. Once you got it installed, you can either create an account, or if you don't want to, you can go in as a guest, which is what I've done. After you synchronize your device, you get this landing home page. It's working on syncing and updating right now. Get you your temperature, your step count information. You go into here, and you've got your step count by hour and a breakdown of it here as well. Your last night heart rate and today's heart rate starting from midnight. It tracks it right through where you are and the breakdown info on it. I'm going fast, but once again, we go into a lot more detail. Same app, same data from the T3 Ultra. Here's last night's sleep time, totals, REM sleep, how much time you spent in each category, and whether it was normal, high, or low. And an assessment of your sleep quality is in this app too. Your basic blood oxygen information is here, and a description for that. And then stress will show you how well you're doing on a stress scale and how the day goes as you go through it. You can edit those cards, change them around. Your sporting area, this is where you can run any of these different things, check your exercise records. Devices here, the watch gallery now. These are the always-on display faces that you could download to the watch. And when you're in always on, you could select one of these. You saw the custom, and they only showed you 3 on the watch, but you have access to all of these. So you simply could download any of them. I like that one with a little touch of red. That's fun. The rest of them are all black and white. And that will be what will show up when the watch is in always on. Otherwise, you have the basic faces, and these are the ones that you would choose whichever one you want as your primary page. You can download any one you like, but you can only put one on the watch in addition to the stock faces that are there too. Again, broken up into sections, lots of different faces in each different section as well. The rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. All these different controls are available to you. Health monitoring, you want to look at enabling possibly all of these things if you're going to be looking at that. Otherwise, keep them disabled to give you a little bit longer battery life. Here's where you set up the SOS call contact that will work with your phone so that if you need to, you can initiate an automatic call. And a few other little things here. Finally, about you. You log in, you can set up an account. You have your profile, you can put in your information there, you can get a weekly report once you have worn it for at least a week. Set up your goal setting. Ladies, here's where the overall calendar setup is, and you can have a reminder show up when things are happening for you. You just basically need that information and it's off and running. A little bit more stuff, some system settings are in here. Check for the updates, your personal information, and all of that. And I know it's a quick overview we've run through, but again, the T3 Ultra, we go into a lot of detail. Check that review if you want to know more about the app itself. So let's summarize a bit. We've got a nice rectangular, large version of the new Tank 3 series of Kospet watches. This is falling in the M3 Ultra, and Ultra because it has GPS and such. We've got a variety of watch faces we've been looking at. This is one that has active buttons on it. You've seen animation as well. So lots of activity on this one, things you can do. One thing I did want to point out before we head off of here is if you have a watch face like this one that has the little compass on it, I talked about in the round T3 Ultra that you could use this as kind of a waypoint generator by using the compass, going to a particular angle, and then bailing out of it, and the needle would change to that direction. Well, it does not do that on the M3 Ultra, so just letting you know, I discovered that function. Maybe it needs to be updated or something, but it doesn't seem to have that function available for the compass built into the watch faces. Other than that, you've got the same nice stretchy band on this one. You've got a good loud overall speaker on it for music and Bluetooth calling. It is exactly the same, heavy duty, heavyweight, MIL-STD-810H certification. You can run over it, throw it against the wall, freeze it, heat it, you name it. It's very, very rugged. It's just a matter of, do you like the rectangular size? We'll compare the two Ultras directly in another video and a quick overview of the two of them. But for now, if you're liking this one, check it out. I've got the links in the show notes where you can pick it up, and a special discount code that goes along with it as well. The link, it's bit.ly/Kospet-M3 Ultra. Easy. And it's currently, if you're watching this while it's being released, available in very special early bird pricing. So check it out. It looks like a really fun one if you like this rectangular size. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.